Well, apparently I need to turn on subscriber only mode. I'm not sure how to do that from the phone. Subscribers, there we go. 5 minutes. And all messages. All right. So I remembered my lavalier mic this time. Got it hooked up. And the gimbal. So this ride, Google is telling me 22 miles. Hey, Jenna. So last week the train was so bad I just didn't even bother on the way home. Rode 35 miles from the office all the way up to my truck. So I figure, why not just keep going, doing longer rides. Hey, Steven. The weather is perfect for it. Not too hot. I can adjust this mic settings right now. Can't really see the screen. Try to get my breathing out of the stream. I've got my headphones plugged into the receiver so I can hear what the audio is like finally. Which tells me you guys are listening to heavy breathing. Let's stop in the shade, see if I can lower the dB on this. Let's see, how's that? Still hear my breathing a little bit, but not terrible. And since I don't have the headset on the phone, I don't hear Google bitching at me. Breathing's highly overrated. Or I could still be a robot, just artificially making the noise. Not planning on getting arrested today. And don't think people want me to just wander into their house and start doing a camera tour. So I almost got bit by a damn dog yesterday. Going through a park on the way home and passed a dog, and it jumped after me. So I'm not going through Wash Park this time, but we're in the Wash Park neighborhood. It's just to the east. Hey, 3G. Still hearing my breathing a little bit. Let me give you a little ASMR while I try to move the mic a little bit. Let's see how that is. Not that much better. So yeah, it took me about 3 hours to do the 35 miles last week. Had a break in there, stopped at Cerebral Brewing, had a pizza and a beer. I might drop the decibels down again. Let's see how that is. I can still hear myself, so that's a good sign. Nice looking Aussie. Even though these houses aren't all that big, they're darn expensive. It's a very expensive neighborhood. We've got a lot of those, though. Morning, Craig. Nice. Now I just need to be able to see what my video looks like in real time. Not that I can do much about the video. I haven't found a way to adjust any of the resolution or any of that in the Google app on Android. The YouTube app. We've had some pretty good weather here this last couple weeks. It's chilly in the morning. A couple days ago it was really windy, but today is not too bad. So a few of my plants from the class are still doing okay. They're not looking great, but they're hanging on, or at least it looks like it anyway. The hooker moss seems to be doing okay. I haven't seen the other moss. I'm drawing a blank on what it was. I should ask Alishon. I got a couple of quarries that hatched last week, but I don't think they survived, of course. Most of the eggs were fungused over. I think I got a couple of new eggs this morning. Exactly. He does such a good job for Scotty. Didn't have a whole lot of time to mess with it this morning, but I couldn't tell what shape the eggs were in when I picked them off the glass this morning. This whole 3-hour commute kind of sucks, except for the kind of part. Let's see, did I go? I think I took this street last time. I think I will take it again, just for the hell of it. Neighborhood bikeway to Wash Park neighborhood. Cabiche, tacos, smoke. Traffic's pretty good so far. Downing Street. Here's Wash Park. So I guess we will go into Wash Park. Or is this City Park? I don't know. I think I ended up in City Park on one of my trips. Let's see. I think that's the wrong direction. Cherry Creek Trail, City Park, 3 miles that way. Let's go that way. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in a car with somebody on a wheel behind me. Probably does. So yeah, there's another golf course. Just what Colorado needs. More places to dump a lot of water. First Street. So down there is the Cherry Creek Trail. Hey, Whips. There's Cherry Creek. Yeah, the roots. It's a lot of green sand they had in there, if that were the case. Third Avenue. It's great fun. I get to sleep for the first part of the morning route. Have to get on a morning meeting for the second part. Or two. Look at this. Downing Street Garage. Hot yoga. remember whether this goes straight into City Park or not. Sixth Avenue. So here's the Esquire Theater. This used to be a really cool little artsy fartsy theater playing all indie films and low budget films and things. Mostly indie. But definitely not showing anything these days. It's kind of sad. School of Photography. I need to check that out. We had the Esquire, the Mayan, and then there was a third one that I can't think of the name of locally that showed all art house films. Used to go to pretty regularly. 8th Avenue. Starting to see the high rises downtown. I can see the Gold Dome. Starting to get into traffic. This will make Whip happy. Oh, making the dogs happy too. He is letting me know he does not like me behind his truck. I think I turned somewhere up here to get to City Park, but I don't remember. Well, let's just give it a shot. Now, 10th Avenue here that we just turned on goes into Cheeseman Park, which is probably that right there. We do have a lot of bike messengers downtown Denver. I think a few in downtown Boulder as well. So back at Cheeseman Park. Apparently Google's been talking to me. You want to eat me too, huh, Matt? Yeah, when I was younger, I would have liked to have been a bike messenger, but we didn't have any down there in Florida. By the time I got out here, I'd already started my career, and I was wanting to stick to that. Probably should have gone ahead and been a bike messenger. went by the botanical gardens last time I streamed, didn't I? Morgan subdivision. Oh, Google's talking at me again. You can talk about Mickey Rat all you want. I do have a couple friends that have done the DoorDash on their EUC's gig. They're considerably younger than I am, though. So yeah, that's the main entrance to the Botanical Gardens there. Congress Park. Not familiar with Congress Park at all. Is there a radio station? That's a pretty crappy little park. Denver Water Capitol Hill facility. Oh, they're reconstructing the pool. Turn right, then turn left. Should I turn it up so you guys can hear Google complain at me? So this is all new territory for me. Unless I stumble upon it, we're not going to get to City Park after all. Another Wally. So I was thinking of doing a EUC ride around Fort Collins one of these days. Problem is I have no motivation on the weekends to get up and get out. So beat from the work week. punch your cells and say orange. There's something interesting looking over here. Another church, I think. Detroit Street. Yeah, another church. Capitol Heights Community. So, Fort Collins has a local fish store called the Fish Crew. Girl, it's a really nice little shop. It's right across the street from one of my favorite shops that used to be there, but they had to close that shop shortly before or shortly after Fish Crew opened. The lease rate went up, I guess. Let's see, I think I'm going to go left here. Adams Street. Because why not? So yeah, maybe I can do another tour of that fish store while I'm up there. I'm pretty far from Aqua Rocks at the moment. Not sure exactly how far, but pretty far. Yeah, let's go this way. Zigzagging northeast. Haven't seen another city park sign. It's less than helpful. Madison Street. I think I'll go left here. RX Wine, Beer and Spirits. I think I rode through here not too long ago. So yeah, I ride a few miles west of Aqua Rocks on the route I take home. The Platte River Trail is just a couple miles west of Aqua Rocks. Plenty far. Far enough that I think I'm relatively safe from that person that wants to eat me that's up there right now. Besides, I wouldn't want to do anything to crash their date. Bastine's Corner House. Sprouts. Nice. Fox Run Cafe. Machete Tequila Tacos. Yes, they were coming a chain. Been to the one downtown a few times. Do I want to go here? I think so. Chick-fil-A. Home of intolerance and chicken. Pretty sure my wheel is not going to make it up to Sioux City. I'm sure given it enough time, it could. I just know it's not going to. Not when I'm on it, anyway. My biggest wheel has about 75-mile range. Probably further if I go nice and slow like I am here. Unfortunately, I haven't got that bearing pressed into the wheel housing yet, so it's still out of commission. Here's City Park. Which direction do we want to go? There's water that way, but I think I'll go this way. So yeah, up until last week, I hadn't spent any time in City Park other than the bike races that were scary as hell. Guys acting like jackasses, trying to run people into the curb, all for Cat 3, next to no prize money. I didn't say your name. I did mention the guy up there that wants to eat me like a dog, but I didn't say your name. Main entrance. Main entrance to what? I don't know. Infinity Theater. Phipps Auditorium. It's the Museum of Science and Nature, I think. I don't know. Yeah, Nature and Science. Denver's Museum of Nature and Science. When I first got here, that was the only IMAX theater in the area. Now I've got at least a couple more. let's head toward the water. Pavilion Bandstand Boat Rentals. Did everyone get their hotel rooms booked for the Clash next year? I haven't actually pulled the trigger on mine yet. Yeah, here's the duck pond. Let's go up to the bigger pond first. To the fancier pond. Head southwest, then make a U-turn. No, Google, I'm not. So here's the main pond in City Park. Some green water. Go ride a duck or a swan. Excuse me. I don't think I have an easy mute button. Game of Ultimate about to start, it looks like. I know the feeling. Everybody warming up for their ultimate game. If you want to blow out your knees, I hear that's a really good sport to do it in. Some really cool looking grass. Need some of that in our yard. Tennis only blows out your elbow. You can blow out your knees and your elbow in ultimate. Yeah, my wife's best friend plays pickleball. Damn ducks. They're slowly converting all of the various inline skating rinks and tennis courts to pickleball out here. Don't know what those little floating planters are for. A little tiny pump track. All right, probably start heading north again. Yeah, disc golf is pretty low impact, but it can play havoc on your shoulders and elbows. My shoulders definitely can't take it anymore, or at least right now. I don't think I've played since I had surgery on the right shoulder. We got a lot of disc golf courses around here now. Turn left, then turn right at Mile High Loop. Sure. That's just one of the reasons to play it, so you can piss off pedantic jackasses. So yeah, here's one of the roundabouts that really suck in a pack of 100 cyclists. Yeah, well, I started shooting pool again last year, but with my work schedule, it just doesn't work out very well. Tried to find a team, but nobody wants a six that hasn't shot in 10 years on their team. I did a couple of tournaments, did pretty horrible. I didn't like the format of the tournament. I thought it was just an 8-ball tournament, but it was a mix. You play 8-ball first, and when you get dropped out of the 8-ball, then you go over to 9-ball. I should probably bring Google Maps up so I can see where I should be heading. I think I need to go left, but I'm a little turned around. Let's see, we've got Vine Street. Race. Oh, somebody is enjoying the lettuce. Got quite the whiff back there. I never did figure out how much it takes secondhand to show up on drug tests. Yeah, Matt, hush it. Alright, I'm going to stop in the shade up here and bring up maps. See where the hell I'm at. So the only time I spent any time in this area was for the bike races. So probably going to lose video feed for a second while I get maps up. And we're back. Sounds louder. Anyway, gonna go up here and take a right. Well, that sucks. Normally it'll bring maps up in a little window for me. Right now it just has my wheel statistics window up. Humboldt Street, Jerry's Nut House. Alright, Lafayette Street, downtown, course field. Well, let's just go straight. Say downtown's this way. I don't know why the volume went up. Let's not mess with it. Oh, back to Downing Street. Probably should have taken Lafayette. And yeah, we do smell that out here pretty regularly. Just sometimes it's strong enough to just smack you in the face. Hurt yourself playing pickleball. How'd you manage that? Second Street. So I'm pretty far north. It's a cool church. More traffic. I think I might take a left here soon. Because I really don't want to sit in traffic. Although it's Whip's favorite part of my rides. Yeah, head downtown. You shouldn't put your arm out anyway, Rip. That's how you ruin shoulders and elbows. You're supposed to tuck and roll. And that's how I got my first shoulder surgery. Stuck my arm out and landed on it with a straight elbow. straight arm and threw the shoulder out of socket, tore the labrum. That was fun. Washington Street. Sure, we'll go this way. And this way. It's not as fun to annoy Google when you can't hear her. Glenarm. Ah, 5 Points Historical Cultural District. Used to be a very dangerous neighborhood. Here's the tracks. Been all gentrified now. Curtis Park Historical District. I think I wanted to take a left there. I don't know whether Google wanted me to take a left, but I wanted to take a left. Another cool Aussie. Man, that evil orb is bright. What is Zender begging me for? Solutions Lounge. First Street. That damn bright orb. And get out of traffic. Is that course field up ahead, I think? The girders are right there. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is where I go to get to all the breweries down here. Ratio Beer Works, Bierstadt. head over to the field where the Rockies lose. And then I'll get on the Platte River Trail. Bike Shop Denver. Huh. Not familiar with that bike shop. All right, let's see what Zinger was begging about again. Oh, no, green light. Actually, I probably could. At least until the battery dies. Go for the next 2 hours. I think I still have at least an hour before I get up to my truck. And that's if I just ride all the way straight there without stopping. If you haven't noticed, I'm not very good at that. Or I just don't care to do that. I need to figure out how to turn the volume down in my monitor. So welcome to Coors Field. What if there's a brewery? Pretty sure I've passed a couple and didn't even stop. Big news on primetime. What's Dan giving away tonight? Did you see my reflection? Is that who you're talking about? Damn, that thing's bright. Audi S3. No, Dan's scheduled. Somebody from Iowa needs to go over there and fix his PC for him. So this is 20th Street, going to be coming up to the Denver State skate park here. the Woody Supply Store. All your fine woody needs. Alright, get back on the other side of the tracks where I belong. Too many fucking yuppies on this side of the tracks. Actually, they're all over the place now. Because this is another gentrified neighborhood. This used to all be industrial warehouses, train depot. And here we are, Platte River. So there will be a distillery up ahead on the right. Still need to buy a dip net. Get into the fragrant area of downtown here shortly with Purina and the water treatment plant. Watch your ears, people. On your left. Wine and spirits. There you go, Whip. You need to get your wipe off on stream. Pretty sure Zen would rather set herself on fire too. That's what fire extinguishers are for, though. The bad part about riding along the Platte River Trail this time of year is there's a bunch of gnat, big old mists of gnats. Get smacked in the face with those too. They get in your eye. It sucks when it gets in your eye. Yeah, I think the distillery is somewhere up here. Like maybe that building there. Yeah, definitely need to reposition my mic. The flying bastards. Cardio happening for me? No. I'm just standing here. Just standing around. Denver Coliseum. That water coming out of the little creek, it's kind of cloudy. Another flock of gnats. So this route gets relatively nice looking when we're going to get well north of downtown. Get past all the sewage and trash and homeless campments. No, if the battery dies or whatever, cuts out, you get to see me make a faceplant. If you're sick and twisted, you can do a search for EUC cutouts and watch all the people that try to push their wheels too hard go face first at 40, 50 miles an hour. I almost didn't pick up these things after watching those. Then I realized it was a lot like many things. People that push the limits eventually find them and go a little past them. If you don't push the limits, generally you're going to be in a lot better shape. Exactly. Don't mean Matt. So coming up to the derelict water treatment thing. It's just a big graffiti spot now. Which means we're also coming up to the turnoff to go to Aqua Rocks. And I've got a good whiff of the Purina plant. Ugh. Still people camping out there. Don't want to ride through people's living room. That's a dead end. Oh, there's a heron. Heron with the evil bastards. The water's not flowing much today. Need a polarizing filter so you can see down into the water better. McDonald Farms. South Platte River Trail. So the smokestack there, it's the refinery. Just past that is where the trail picks up to head over to Aqua Rocks. Freak out the ducks. They love having people right above them. Not as many over here today. Hey, George. How's it going? I used to see people I knew back when I was really big into cycling. I knew a lot of the area cyclists, but that was years ago, so not anymore. wind's picking up a little bit. So, Platte River Trail on the left here, or the Platte River, I mean, and then the water canal that they feed into the Denver water treatment plant. At least I think that's where it goes. Almost ran over a tree rat. Yeah, it used to be, especially over in the Boulder area, I couldn't go out the front door without seeing somebody that was either on my team or somebody I used to race with. Every now and then I see some old teammates, but not nearly as many as I used to. So the island is drying out a little bit. It's not nearly as green as it was. And there's the water treatment plant up ahead. Excuse me. And there's the smell of the water treatment plant. Here's the plant. And the refinery across the street, or across the river. No, just a very loud bridge. I don't think this one is as loud. Nope. Lots of ducks. All very unhappy to have somebody over them like this. Not seeing any carp down there. So yeah, I think maybe this weekend I'll get up to Fort Collins and ride around there. I haven't been there in a while. My wife and I used to cycle there every weekend when we first got our bike. The shop we got our bike from up there did weekday group rides, or weekend not Alright, need to cover my mouth. Anyway, the shop up there used to do weekend group rides Saturdays and Sundays. That's J-Rock here. Danger dam ahead. Speaking of J-Rock, I wonder if he went over to Greeley today. The biggest locomotive in the United States was stopping into Greeley this morning, or this afternoon. Excuse me. So yeah, we're going to get into the nicer area of the Platte River in just a bit. And that bridge right there, this pedestrian bridge, if I take that over, that's the way to Aqua Rocks. So my little impromptu trip to Aqua Rocks, this is where I ended up. So the canal water is back in the Platte River now. So Dahlia Trailhead, Wetland Park in Denver. Excuse me. Oh, I almost missed the dragon. Ah. Damn it. Got a knot in the mouth and in the eye that time. I have to start wearing a mask so I don't eat gnats. Got some different kind of ducks. I don't know what they are. Oh, and I just dropped the wheel. Let's see if we can zoom in on them. Those guys that are swimming there. All kinds of different ducks. Zoom back out. And get the wheel up again. They didn't like that. It still doesn't smell nice, but it definitely looks nicer. Not as much litter in the water. Somebody took a little four-wheeler down there. Oh, I think that was a Suron. Where's Coro? Denver traffic that we're not dealing with. those ducks one of these days. So I came up here yesterday on my way home, and there were some guys panning for gold on one of these little sandbars. They had quite the little setup there with water troughs and pumping water out of the river into their troughs to filter through the sand and gravel rather than just the pans. I was surprised when I first got out here, and first time I saw somebody panning for gold on Clear Creek over in Golden. Didn't think that was a thing anymore. But it is here. Speaking of Clear Creek, I think this is Clear Creek where it comes into Platte River. Not very clear over here, but if I took a left here, that would take me into Golden, if I'm not mistaken, which is, I wouldn't count on that. Guys, smart to be wearing a mask on this trail these days. It's a really bad time of year for the bugs. Definitely need to go to that North American Native Fish store. Can't remember the name of it right off the top of my head, and order one of his dip nets. Anybody have one of those? How fine is the mesh on those? How big do the fish have to be so they won't go right through? FedEx. Lots and lots of geese. So far they've been mostly in the water still. They haven't been up in the parks in the fields nearly as much this year, but it's still pretty damn warm. Oh, there's my train heading downtown. That would be the end line, heading from Thornton to downtown Denver. We will be stopping this stream when I get up to the northern terminus of that line. As exciting as this is, there's a really nice looking black horse in that barn yesterday. Don't see him there today. Back on the right side of the track. So yeah, I think they might have been here panning for gold. Yeah, I see a bunch of little openings in the rock there. Pretty sure that's where they were yesterday. I wonder if they found any. Hey, Nancy. Yeah. I'm going on a very long ride today. I think when it's all said and done, I'll be over 20 miles. Not quite as long as my ride last week, but I didn't stream that one. The trains were so delayed last week that I could do 3 hours on the train, or I could do the 3 hours on the wheel, and I just decided to do it on the wheel. Oh, a butterfly. Yeah, there is gold. They pan for it in several of the creeks and apparently the Platte River as well, the South Platte River. Yeah, I told you it got much nicer up here. Just make sure you don't let any Haitians in to eat all the geese and the dogs and the cats. Friggin' moron. I like it when the dogs are distracted. Unfortunately, some of them pick up on me just as I'm going by and started to charge. That's why I almost got bit yesterday. Hey, Peplin. Hey, Jeff. We're about 3/4 of the way on my trek north. I think we're in Westminster at this point. Might still be Federal Heights over here. I don't know where those demarcation lines are. All the cities pretty much run together. 25, 30 years ago, this is where I would park to ride into downtown. 88th and Colorado. It's a little park and ride right here. I park the truck and hop on the bike and ride this trail south into downtown on my way to work. Because the cycling on the streets over in this area was just terrible. They had no shoulders, no bike lanes, no multi-use paths, at least west of here anyway. It's very dangerous to ride your bike around here. So I would drive over to here and hop on the trail. Oh yeah. Whipping his turkey. Whipping his turkey around. Monarchs. Bumblebee is almost gone. Another loud bridge for Steven. more of those ducks. Maybe it was, yeah, here's the black horse. I got the wrong barn. Do not pet or feed the horse. So we were talking about disc golf earlier. Over here is a pretty big disc golf course. Fish was in the water there. I agree, it is a very stupid rule. But people suck. There's one of the holes right there. I don't know if you guys can see it all the way across the field in the trees. And prairie rats barking at us. More water. Super 76. Nervous dog not on a leash. That's a recipe for disaster. Tell what kind of birds those were. Cracked a tooth on a biscoff a couple years ago. That was pleasant. Haven't really eaten it much since. About to turn off the trail here in a bit, or turn off this portion of the trail. Agreed, Jeff. I wouldn't put it past people to feed them all kinds of things that they don't need to eat. Going back to that horse and no feeding. Somebody just drove their disc. I don't see the hole. I hate it when that happens. Whip's been hanging around Matt too much, it looks like. So when I first started riding, these little weirs were not here. Just a free-flowing river. And I came back out first time maybe 2 years ago, and people were actually riding their stand-up paddleboards in the waves made by those weirs. Probably not that specific one, but cormorants. But some of the weirs up here on the river. There's another disc golf hole. That yellow thing. Like I said, it's a pretty big course. I don't know whether it's a full 18 or 9 or what. It's probably one of the longest courses I've seen. Bundle of fuzz. Don't know that I'd want to play near the water like this though. Those damn discs are expensive. So here's where we get off the river trail and onto the Front Range trail. So I think we're in Thornton now, so we're in the town where my truck is. So marshland. Yeah, but if some idiot did something stupid to the horse, and the horse bit him, and then they'd be liable. And somebody brought a carrot or something and tried to pinch it between their fingers and feed it to them rather than putting it on the flat of their hand. They're going to get bit. Then they're going to complain, even though it was their stupidity. Or not necessarily stupidity. If you haven't been around horses, you don't necessarily know not to stick your fingers near their mouth. So that's a archery range. I don't know whether it's Boy Scouts or what, but you can get shot with an arrow while you're riding through here. Take a sharp left. Prairie rats. Sharp left and slight right. I definitely want a wheel with suspension next time. My knees are not liking this section of trail. I'm good. I got lots of stupid prizes. Most of them in the forms of scars. So we're gonna go buy a little farm here in a second. Trying to figure out what this plant they're harvesting is. Is Kelly still here, or was she here at all? So bright green it's right here near us. That's what they've been harvesting for the last week. Go visit the wildlife sanctuary that we sponsor, Zen. They have lots of big kitties. Lions, tigers, bears, panthers, wolves, yak, water buffalo. Come on. This plant right here, whatever hell that is. But that's what they've been picking this week. You can see their trays out there. So about a mile away, a mile ahead here, there's a butterfly garden. Haven't seen any butterfly there yet. But I just learned that it was a butterfly garden a couple weeks ago or a week ago. But they've got all kinds of things planted. Oh, a whole bunch of prairie rats running for their hole. I'm no farmer, but a lot of that looks like it's ready to be picked, whatever it is, or close to it anyway. That damn evil orb is still up. What have I missed? Oh, blurry footage. I went by too fast. Should have stopped. I like this little section of trail. All kinds of fuzzy little prairie rats. Getting their winter coat going. You should be barking and running, dummy. A little creek flowing through here. A little impromptu pump track. Am I still zoomed in? Is that why? Yeah, still too zoomed in. So yeah, this is the butterfly area here. Monarch flyaway. Hello. On my way home yesterday, came through I don't think it was this area, but one of the fields, the dog had his head completely in a prairie rat hole. Meanwhile, 2 holes over, the prairie rats were just sitting there barking at him. Need to get a little more air in the tire, but when my knees are tired like this, the softer tire is probably easier on them, because the tire and my knees are the only suspension I get. I don't know what this creek is. Yeah, prairie rats. See, there's a couple of them running right there. Yeah, prairie rats, tree rats, flying rats, all kinds of rats out here. Watch your ears, folks. On your left. Or right. Thank you. Cute dog. So we're getting close. Anyone streaming? Oh, somebody already destroyed a pumpkin. So yeah, here this little rec center park is where I almost got bit yesterday. More marsh. I'm stepping all over Father Fish. Darn. I know Mike will be disappointed. A little bit of grass fours volleyball. And the Thornton Rec Center with a water slide that comes out and then goes back in. Rudy's. What's Rudy's? It's a nice little park. You got a lot of them. Everything turning red. The bumps in the ground. Kind of hazy. Probably smoke from Johnny and his damn wildfire. Is a swipo? Still don't know what that is. Skate park. There's Corro here. Everyone should tell me miss me doing a kickflip on the wheel at the skate park next time they see him. Looks like I might get here just in time for the light. Maybe. Unless it was just the turn. Yeah, just the turn. I don't think I've seen Discus North either. We're at 112th Street. Getting back into civilization. Also known as the Great Suburbia. I think we only got a mile or two left. All these 70s homes, split level, horrible designs. Let's make sure you have to go up or downstairs to get to anything in the house. The first house Steph and I lived in was a split level, and I didn't really think about it when we were buying it. But at the time, I had a friend on my billiards team in a chair, and he could never come visit because the bathrooms were either up a flight of stairs or down 2 flights of stairs, and nothing on the main level. Really terrible design. There is no way to make a split level like that accessible. One bathroom on the second floor. Hey, Scotty. Better hope you don't injure your leg or anything. Somebody's barbecuing. Now I want a hamburger. Damn it. Should be outlawed. More horrible split level houses. Well, I must be going 26. Wheel is beeping at me. Yeah. Fine, I'll slow down. I'm less inclined to annoy it or ignore it complaining at me than I am a ghoul. Something about liking having all the teeth in my mouth and not face planting. I'm just needy that way. I had a friend on my cycling team that their first house was one bathroom. It took them forever to sell that damn thing. Anybody that knows any better does not buy a house with one bathroom. They bought a pretty nice house a couple miles west of us, Lafayette, and then just I think it was 2 years ago now, they put up another subdivision right behind theirs, so they lost their view of the mountains. Somebody needs to pay more taxes so they can fix up their roads. Yeah, get it right, Whip. We speak good English here. I think these are late 80s, early 90s houses. Come up to a little marshland again, just here. Need to see if my wife is up for going to dinner. This is East Lake number 2, I think, is another monarch flyaway. Yeah, East Lake 2 open space. And there's the tracks. Let's get over here, up that embankment. So the stream's coming to an end soon. Pretty close to my truck. Hopefully pretty close to a burger and a beer. My parents' first house, at least the first house I remember growing up, was a little 3-bedroom with 1 bathroom. I had 2 older sisters at the time. It sucked. I think I was about 11 when we moved into a bigger house with 2 bathrooms, 3 bathrooms. Oh, there's my train. Across the way there. Knees definitely didn't like dropping off the curb there. The train. So yeah, hopefully you guys won't miss too much of Father Fish when I end the stream here in a minute. I'll go around. That little ramp was too narrow for 2 people to be going different directions. And there's my little beat up truck. So yeah, gonna end the stream. I want to see Colorado hail damage. And you can't see it, but that fairing is cracked. All right. On that note, everyone say hi to Father Fish for me. And I will see you guys in the streams later. And fine, I am leaving.